Honey, you did not do anything wrong. The only thing you did wrong was thinking that you were the problem in that moment. But who cares? Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to your safe space, to this new episode. And today we're going to talk about something that a lot of us might think that they have, but in reality, we are still learning, and that's totally fine. That's why we are here, and it's self-love. And I'm not talking about the aesthetic version or the I bought myself some flowers type of version, but the real kind. The one that's messy, the hard one, the raw one. And let's talk about it. So in first place, what is self-love? What is self-love? So we all agree in that self-love is a relationship you have with yourself. It's a relationship you have with yourself, and you need 3 things that you actually need in any kind of relationship you will ever have. And it's work, honesty, and consistency. Self-love is how you show up for yourself when you're tired, when you messed up, when there is no one clapping for you, when your anxiety is so loud while your confidence is whispering to you. And let me tell you about something I really think we all have to learn in a hard way. So I think there are a lot of people that think they love themselves just because they like the way they look. But in reality, it's not that. It's not that easy. So it's maybe a part of it, of course, to accept the way you look, to like the way you look and everything. But it's so small. It's such a small part of all of it. Because if you like the way you look and then start to cry by the first person who is not responding to your text, or your spiral about it, then how can you call that self-love? That's not self-love, in my opinion. So, you cannot call it self-love if you shrink yourself in rooms just to keep everyone's peace, or to say yes even though you want to scream no, just so nobody thinks like that you are difficult, or just to not upset anyone. And it's not self-love just when you like the way you look, because there are a lot of people that think that way, and it's not that way. It's really not that way, and we have to see that and understand that there's a lot of work, a lot of background work, let's say, that has to be done to really love yourself. If you have to act in that way, where you have to change yourself just to feel loved, then this isn't self-love. This is like a performance. It's performance. It's fear dressed up in control. In control to feel safe. So that's not the point of life. That's really not the point of life. You want to know where self-love shows up? Self-love does not show up only in the mirror. It shows up in the choices you make while no one is watching. It's in that text you decide not to send because you know your peace is more valuable than the temporary attention you get from it. It's in the moment where you walk away from people even though your heart is still attached. It's in the jobs you say no to because your worth isn't up to negotiation. It's in the way you talk to yourself. It's not, oh, you're so stupid when you mess something, but it's, okay, this sucked, but let's learn from it, you know? And that's where self-love shows up. So let's make like an example. You get ghosted by someone, okay? Without any explanation, without nothing, without like just silence. Okay, you get ghosted. So your old you would have spiraled, would have lost their mind. or maybe they would cry, or maybe they would ask themselves, why isn't he answering? Why do I get ghosted? Why do I get ghosted again? What did I do wrong? Honey, you did not do anything wrong. The only thing you did wrong was thinking that you were the problem in that moment. If somebody is ghosting you like that, just like who cares? Who cares? You should not even care in that way. Let them ghost you. They're gonna lose something. But it's okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. You don't need them. You don't need them. So just let them do whatever they want to do. Okay? And you judge by their actions, not by their words. You judge by their actions and you see what they really wanted to show you. So your old you would have get spiraled, okay? They would have lost their mind because of that. Now, your new you, okay, would have thought or will think, okay, this is their story. I let them do whatever they want to do. It's their story and it's not my reflection, but it's like their reflection. And that's self-love, that's growth. That's like, I'm not saying that something like that is not gonna hurt. Of course, some people will get hurt more, some not that much, but the important thing is that you're not giving them the power to define you because of their actions, you know? This is the important thing. So how do you give yourself self-love? So let's break it down. Let's start with the first thing, and it's your inner voice. Ask yourself if a friend would talk to you the way that you talk to yourself. If no, then fix it. Because your inner voice becomes your reality. And you guys have to understand that. Whatever you say to yourself is going to become your reality. So let me tell you about something that changed the way I speak to myself forever. So there was a day where I asked myself, I imagined myself, my old self, sitting on my old bed where I grew up, and I imagined her, like my old self, my 8-year-old self, sitting on that bed, with their hair all messed up, hugging their stuffed animals, and whatever. But I was asking myself if I would ever talk to her the way that I talk to myself. Or if I would ever let anyone talk to her the way that people talked to me. And this was like a moment where I was like, okay, let me get that clear. So would I ever tell her, to this little girl, would I tell her like, you are not enough, or like you are not beautiful, or you are too much, you are too loud, you are expressing yourself too much, you're too emotional, you're doing nothing, you are worthless? Would I say those kind of words to my younger self? And the answer to that was no, because if I would see myself sitting there, I would just simply like hold her. I would hug her, tell her how beautiful she is, tell her how worthy she is, tell her how, I would just protect her and let her know that she is safe. She is safe and that she is lovable, even though she messes up sometimes, because it's normal. We're all human beings. And that love depends not on how people define because of your performance. That this is not love, and that love you just have to love yourself too. love in first place and to receive love. Also to accept the love. It's so important. It's so important. And yeah, this was my answer. And you have to ask yourself the same thing. What would you tell yourself? If you would see yourself, your little self, on the bed, what would you do? What would you tell her? It's your child. It's the little mini version of you, and it's still living in you because it's still a part of you. It's the wounded you. It's the hurt you. And you have to make it feel safe. You have to protect it and walk hand in hand with her or with him, but walk hand in hand and be the person, become the version of yourself that you needed when you were a little kid, where you needed when you were the little child sitting on that bed, you know? And I always think about this particular moment in my head whenever I get disrespected or whenever I feel like, okay, I'm not feeling as secure as I should, or maybe I'm not feeling as good, I'm not finding myself beautiful, because it happens. And I always think about that moment, and I swear it changes my perspective like that. I forget about all the negative thoughts that I had in my head, and I'm just like, you know what? I love you. You're so cute. You're such a good human. You're so sweet. Like, how can I talk to you like that? How? And yeah, for me, this was something that changed. And yeah, try it. Maybe it helps as well for you. So second, create boundaries. So say no when you mean no. You don't have to sugarcoat it. No is a full sentence, and that's enough. Set your boundaries, because boundaries are not walls, okay? It's not a wall. It's like a door. It lets in what makes you feel safe and keeps out what isn't. So a boundary is like a door with a big bodyguard. You have to imagine that like that. Your boundary is like a door with a big bodyguard, and only safe things get through that door. Everything keeps out, stays out, and will never, ever cross that door, enter that door. No, we don't want that. So set boundaries, set doors, okay? Number 3, take care of your basics. So what I mean by basics, for example, are you drinking water? Are you sleeping enough? Are you moving your body? And I know it sounds like very, very basic, but listen, like your body cannot feel safe or can't believe it's safe when you are neglecting your body. You understand what I mean? Self-love starts where you start to show to your body self-love as well. Your body has to feel like this, hey, I got you, okay? You cannot neglect your body, and it's like a paradox. It's not working like that. You have to give yourself mental, spiritual, but also like to your body. You have to give it self-love. This is what you need. And that's why I'm saying you have to take care of your basics. Drinking water, sleeping enough, move your body, go to the gym, or I don't know, just do something. Go jogging, go running, play tennis, I don't know, play soccer, do something where you move your body. So number 4, forgive yourself. You are not your mistakes. You are not that dumb one little thing that you did because you were hurt. You are not your mistakes, okay? So we have to stop thinking that we cannot do anything wrong. We are humans. We are not robots. We are not machines. It's totally normal to make mistakes. And it's also normal and good to forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. So just let it go. Let it go. Forgive yourself, because you're allowed to grow. You're supposed to grow. And you can only grow if you do mistakes. You learn by that. And I used to carry so much guilt. Every time I slipped or did something wrong, I would punish myself emotionally so bad. And now I remind myself every time, okay, hold on, like you're talking to your little child, to that 8-year-old girl. And would you talk to her like that? No. So I talk to myself in that way, because that inner child is still in me. I still carry her with me. And she needs care, not criticism. She needs to feel safe. And I'm the only one who can give her that safety. I'm the only one. You are the only one who can give to your inner child the safety that it needs. Only you can do that. Stop searching for it outside. You will never find it out there somewhere. You need to give that safety to your inner self by yourself. You're the only one who can do that. So why is self-love so important? And I'll tell you. If you don't love yourself, you're going to sell yourself so short in every area of life. You'll take breadcrumbs and call it a meal. And I'm not talking about food. You'll stay in rooms and shrink yourself just to be liked. You confuse love with comfort. You'll tolerate disrespect just because, okay, at least they're not gonna leave. And no, this is not self-love. The moment you start to give yourself self-love, then you're setting the standard. You're setting the standard. You're setting this is how we are going to treat me. That's what it's going to happen the moment you start to give yourself the real self-love. And after doing that, you're also going to stop chasing, because then you're attracting automatically. You're stop chasing for everything out there. You're attracting it. It comes to you. And sorry, but what's more beautiful than that? You attract friendships that are going to start to feel like home, not like performance. You are attracting work that aligns with your soul and is not there just because of survival. You are attracting partners that see you for who you are and are like all of you and still stay with you because they love you, the you that you are, and they'll stay. But you guys, there are going to be some hard truths, and I really want you to know them, so let me hit you with a few of them. For example, there will be moments, not for everyone, but where you will leave people even though your heart, your soul is still so attached to them. Not because it wasn't real, but because it wasn't the right thing. And healing is not always pretty. That's another thing. Healing is not pretty. You will cry so much. You will feel so sad. And let it out. Let everything out. If you have to talk with someone, talk. If you have to cry, cry. If you have to scream, scream. Let it out. Let your emotions rent free. They have to feel free. Your body has to feel it. Your body has to feel those emotions. So just let them do what they have to do. Not everyone will understand your growth, your healing process. So it's okay with that. They don't have to understand. It's your journey, and it's not a group project. So you don't have to give anyone explanations. So you are growing, you are doing your thing, you are healing, you are in your journey, and that's it. And it's okay. It's okay, and it's the right thing. And you're going to outgrow so many people, especially the one that felt comfortable by seeing you in your brokenness. So let me leave you with a few more pieces, because self-love touches literally everything. So self-love is spiritual. That means that even though you don't have the answers, you still trust and believe, because you are guided. You feel that you are guided. Self-love is emotional regulation. You don't have to scream to be heard, and you don't have to shut down to feel safe. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to express. You're allowed to feel and not feel shame for it. So just simply feel it. And another thing, self-love is also like the quiet decisions that you take for yourself. For example, it's something very simple. Putting your phone away at 11 p.m. because you start reading a book instead of scrolling on TikTok until 2 a.m. in the morning. It's the little things. Those are the decisions, the silent decisions that you take for yourself as an act of self-love. And also, self-love is shown in a financial way. Stop shrinking in interviews or feel sorry or apologizing for getting charged based on your worth. Those are basically other things that you can reflect on and just keep an eye open, because those are very small things, but just, they touch every single part in life or in just a normal day. So if you're listening right now and wondering where to start here. Start now, start today, and start just simply with a breath. You don't have to change your life overnight. You just need to choose yourself every day a little bit more. And if it feels hard, it's okay. It's okay. Loving yourself in a world where people profit out of your insecurity, that's a rebellion. That's power. That's safe. This is the safe space, and today we choose truth, we choose healing, and we choose self-love. And tomorrow, we do that again. We do that all over again. And that's all for today, beautiful soul. So remember, you don't need to have it all figured out yet. You just need to come back to yourself, to the version that is patient, kind, messy, healing, and still so worthy. If you need your time, then just take it. Take the time you need. You have all the time you want, so just take your time to give yourself the love that you need. Thank you for sharing this space with me. Thank you for choosing honesty, even though choosing that is hard sometimes. And thank you for showing up for yourself. And yes, until the next time, protect your peace, honor your heart, and always, always, always lead with love. So yeah, you are safe here, you are seen, you are heard, and you are so, 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 so loved. So kisses to you, beautiful soul, and see you next time. Bye.